What's the most savage way you've ever seen someone use their inheritance to systematically destroy everyone who wronged them? My friend Ezra was the family disappointment until he wasn't. Growing up, the Castellanos treated Ezra like a mistake. His older brother Thaddeus was the golden child. Star athlete, law degree, married the right girl. Ezra was the weird kid who collected bugs and spent lunch period in the library. At family dinners, Thaddeus would announce his latest promotion while Ezra sat silently. Their father would beam at Thaddeus's success stories, then turn to Ezra with this look of resignation. Still working at that bug place? He'd ask, unable to hide his disgust. Ezra was an entomologist at the university. He studied insects for a living, which the family treated like a moral failing. When Ezra came out at 19, things got worse. His mother stopped calling. His father made jokes about catching something whenever Ezra visited. Only his grandfather showed him any kindness. Grandfather Silas was different. He'd built the family's construction empire from nothing and respected hard work in any form. He'd ask Ezra about his research, genuinely interested in insect behavior patterns. When Grandfather Silas died, everyone assumed Thaddeus would inherit everything. The will reading was scheduled for the following Tuesday. Ezra showed up in his usual thrift store clothes. Thaddeus arrived in a custom suit, already discussing expansion plans with their father. The lawyer cleared his throat and began reading. To my grandson Thaddeus, who values appearance over substance, I leave my collection of participation trophies. Thaddeus's face went white. To my son Reginald, who never learned that respect is earned, I leave $1. Their father started to object, but the lawyer continued. To my grandson Ezra, who pursues knowledge despite ridicule and remains kind despite cruelty, I leave my entire estate. He alone understood that the smallest creatures often have the greatest impact. $47 million. The construction company, 3 properties, everything. The room erupted. Thaddeus demanded the will be contested. Their father threatened to disown Ezra completely. Ezra just sat there, holding the papers, smiling quietly. What happened next was poetry. Ezra discovered Thaddeus had been embezzling from his law firm's client accounts, something Grandfather Silas had suspected and documented. Ezra anonymously provided evidence to the state bar. Thaddeus was disbarred within 6 months. Their father's business was struggling, so he came to Ezra begging for help. Ezra offered to buy his father's company for exactly $1. You always said Thaddeus's success was worth more than my work, Ezra said. Apparently, Grandfather disagreed. When their father refused, Ezra used his inheritance to hire away all his top contractors, offering them better wages and benefits. The family business collapsed in 8 months. Thaddeus, now unemployed and facing criminal charges, asked Ezra for a loan to pay his legal fees. Ezra met him at a coffee shop and slid an envelope across the table. What's this? Thaddeus asked. Your inheritance, Ezra replied. Inside was a single participation trophy from Thaddeus's Little League team, and a check for exactly $1. Grandfather was very specific about what you deserved, Ezra said. Thaddeus's perfect wife left him that week taking half of nothing. The best part? Ezra used the construction company to build low-income housing and donated his grandfather's mansion to become a shelter for LGBTQ+ youth. Last I heard, Thaddeus was working retail. Their father moved into a studio apartment, and Ezra, he's building the world's largest insect research facility, funded by his grandfather's legacy. Sometimes the weird kid wins